What's up, y'all? Jesse here with Greatt Builds, and today I'm going to show you how I make some really simple cornhole boards. There's honestly not that much materials needed to make a solid set of these boards, plus you really only need a circular saw and a drill. So this project is very easily accomplished by any beginner DIYer. All you'll need is 4 2x4s and 2 sheets of 2 foot by 4 foot 3/4 inch plywood, which you can get pre-cut at your local hardware store. Once I have my lumber cut to size, I'll set my miter saw to 30 degrees for the legs. This will get them to sit flush with the floor when the board is standing up. Next, I started to drill out the pocket holes, a whole lot of pocket holes in fact. I placed them about every 6 to 8 inches all the way around the perimeter and 2 on each end of the longer sides of the 2x4s. Be careful not to drill the pocket screws too deep so they don't go all the way through the plywood on the top. Next, I grabbed a round object to trace a circle on one end of each of the legs. Then I cut it with a jigsaw. You can also cut this with a bandsaw or a circular saw and just sand it off all the way to your circle line. After I got them cut to size, I sanded them down to get rid of any sharp edges and smooth them out. Next, I got my tape measure and measured 1.75 inches from the side and about 1 inch from the top to find the center of the legs. This will be where the carriage bolts will go through. And then I use a drill bit that is the same size as the carriage bolts to drill the holes out. Once those were done, I grabbed a scrap piece of 2x4 and to use it as a spacer to mount the legs. And when you're putting on the legs, be sure to have a washer on either side of the leg so that it can move smoothly back and forth. Now that the boards are about put together, I grab my tape measure to mark out the hole. By regulation standards, the hole should be placed 9 inches from the top and 12 inches from the side. The easiest way I found was to use a 6-inch hole saw to make it as perfect as possible. Once the hole was cut, I used my round over bit on my router to round off the edges around the circle as well as the perimeter of the board. After that, I sanded the whole top of the board with both 240 grit and 320 grit sandpaper to prep it for the poly. The poly I chose was bare water-based semi-gloss poly. It dries pretty quickly, so I'm able to do many coats in a short amount of time. When applying the poly, I chose to use a foam brush rather than a standard brush or a foam roller, just to make sure that there were no streaks or bubbles forming as I was applying the poly. After the first coat dries, I lightly sanded it with 400 grit sandpaper and then added another coat of poly. You're going to want to repeat this process about 5 or 10 times or until it is as slick as you would like it. Remember to lightly sand it with 400 grit sandpaper in between each coat though. Remember when applying the poly to make sure there isn't any runoff or areas where it is too thick, as it could lead to an uneven surface and make it harder to sand down smooth. If y'all enjoyed this video, please consider liking it, and if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe, as we do put out a whole bunch of DIY projects that are very easy for any beginner DIYer. Thank you for watching, take care!